All right, here we go. I've not watched anybody play this, so this is gonna be fresh to me. Post-apocalyptic romance. Thank you so much for the 1,500 bits. I appreciate that. And Jinsumi, welcome back. We're just starting blueprints. Here,
Oh no!
Amber's feeling sick. She may have to.
Oh, I feel bad. Oh, I gotta call out. I'm just gonna have to sit here.
Amber may have to get a second set of headphones and sit on my lap and watch this game.
No, I don't want to watch. I want to play it myself without spoilers. So, ha!
I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh. Have your phone out. Pay attention. Someone's gonna call to schedule.
Okay. All right. I love you, pretty girl.
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
Art design has really hooked me. This is beautiful.
And bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993.
My goal is to one day have enough money to own a house that has a secret room or a secret passage. That's a genuine bucket list thing for me. At the very least, a hidden room, if not like a full-blown hidden passageway. Oh yeah, post-apocalyptic romance. I spent entirely too long sweating because that's not built into the bar. All that is that I have painstakingly into the pixel gone down into that bar and measured out and cropped so that it looks like it's built into the scroll, but that's actually a separate layer that I've just, like I said, meticulously measured so that it looks right. Yeah, no, apocalyptic. I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, fuck, the Cowboys were Super Bowl champions. That it's still a really long time ago, but like, I was in middle school when this guy wrote this letter. You shut up, Taffy. It was 1993, his last year. You're right, apocalyptic. Just yesterday, you and me were eating steak fingers at school. Yeah, that's right. We're young and capable. Open only in the event of my death. Simon. Yeah, we were eating rectangle pizza and steak fingers. Welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge
as a... Look at you, Stanley. Flaunting your disposable income with that donation to Taffy.
As a lack of confidence, I assure you nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. Lisa, thank you for the $1.69. I don't got much, but I want my name on here. Dang it. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. It also makes me happy when all the segments are filled out. All right, I'm going. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice, do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. The Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. It's already a clearer interface than Horizon. Oh, there's a call it a day button. And then, yeah. Here's our potential 5x9 layout. Well, chat, left is always right. All right, so now we get to pick a room. Bedroom, whenever you enter this room, gain 2 steps. Closet has 2 items. Hallway. Well, I don't know for a fact that the goal is to fill out the entire floor. But this leaves a lot more interconnectivity, you know? This allows us to get to the corner. This opens us up this direction. Yeah, left is always right is something something that chat has marched out for Isaac any number of times. Ooh. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. Noted. Oh, nice. Wait, not nice. Okay, no, that's right. That's what I would like. Oh, the pantry will fit into the corner too. They rotate it to fit. Okay, I was worried that if I did that... Oh, no, that makes sense. Or we could dead end into a turlet. I don't know what the puzzle piece is, but I want it. Yeah, 4 coins a puzzle piece or take a dump. Oh, no. The black box is not empty. This is the black box. This is the black box. The puzzle piece apparently means that there's a puzzle in here. Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusion that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included this with this letter all the details you'll need to share with the guest should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always yours, M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. A rather curious wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. Oh boy. Alright, so 1's true, 1 isn't true. And 1 is just vibing. Oh man, is there a way to discern a definite answer? I know that this is the, like, what is it? The two doors from Labyrinth? But it's not like I can ask this thing a question. Yeah, one of us always lies and one of us always tells the truth. Alright, so the black box is not empty. It could be referring to the labels on the tops of the box, or it could actually be referring to the color of the box, and it could be as simple as this is the black box and it has stuff in it. And that this one's a liar. And that this one's also a liar. It doesn't say anything about the second box. The second box is morally ambiguous. So I think that's the route. Yeah, as I say, I think that's the route I'm going to take. I was going to say, that feels pretty straightforward. And it feels like all of this is the way to, like, talk yourself out of it. Maybe this is like a... I don't know if this is like the starter puzzle. You know what I mean? Where it's like baby's first puzzle, where it's like, hey, dummy, do these look like black boxes to you? But here we are. Uh-oh. Man. This is gonna seriously bone my steps here. I think the best way to do this is Nook so we don't have to backtrack. Corridor leaves this blocked off, but at least the hallway cuts into this. But I'd have to go into the corridor and then eventually either backtrack to the hallway or connect to it from this side. But either way, it's leading us back to the front door. I'm sort of trying to serpentine my way up. So I guess Nook it is. I've found a key. Oh, what are you? A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventures, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, a scrap of paper, perhaps fittingly a journal. Will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside
the newest denizen of the cave.
Beside you on your journey. Core on a 6-month gifty on month number 4. Core, thank you so much. So excited to see you playing this game. It's deep. I have heard tremendous things. The IGN review I saw last night said that if Myst and the Messenger and Obra Dinn and Outer Wilds are on the Mount Rushmore of puzzle games, that they should make room for one more. And I was like, all right, fucking, I'm in. Alright, that feels like everything there is from here. It seems that there's a pattern of, like, one noteworthy readable thing in most rooms, you know? Uh-oh. Alright, so that'll go across. It'll block off the hallway, but that might not be the end of the world. I certainly don't want to dead end into a loo, as it were. So let's just cut across, I suppose. Aw, this is, unpacking. Another fun game with a surprisingly deep story. Hey, Partherax, what's going on? Oh no, Taffy, are you gonna make me get this game? I'm gonna end up forcing myself to buy 2 copies because God knows Amber's gonna want it on her account. I don't see anything else to do in here. Yeah, when you go to church, you lose money. That's just the rules. I don't have any money. Oh no. Do you use family accounts on Steam? I don't think so. At one point, Amber had her own account because she was buying games that I didn't want to play. And she would stream at the same time that I would be playing games, like testing stuff or playing things in my own time. So it just kind of made sense for her to have her own thing. I don't think Family Share stuff existed. Can 2 people play at the same time on Family Share? I don't think Family Share existed when we did this. This was like 7 years ago. Well, I don't have any money. As long as it's not the same game. I think we were fine with that regard. Yeah, Family Share would probably work. Well, these rooms... I wonder if they can take money if I don't have money. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's sort of what I figured. That's sort of what I figured. I was like, it was implied for sure that Family Share would let your family share. I mean, this is very pretty. I think the whole gimmick of this one is they're out of order. 1, 4, 6, 3, 2, 5. This is what I've noticed. A broom, like a pizza peel, or a beehive on the end of a stick. Pitchfork, riding crop, chimney sweep, and a hoe. Hey, Curls. I don't think this is going to be important, but I would hate for there to be a riddle or a puzzle and for it to force me to take steps back to go find the answer if I didn't write it down. Is there a number behind one of the altars? Oh, good question. No, it doesn't look like. There's a big-ass bishop piece, though. There's a bishop and a book. And a shitload of candles. Oh, and then there's I don't know, like Gabriel or something. Big-ass, not biblically accurate angel. I don't know that this will be useful. But I'm gonna write it down. That's what I'm saying. Biblically accurate angels are fucking horrifying. Oh, it's a baker. It is a peel. It's just not a pizza peel. It might be a pizza peel. Who knows? Guest bedroom, 10 extra steps. I can keep the whole map connected. Or I can buy food. I'm going to try to keep the map connected for now. It's like an OCD thing for me. That might not be sound going forward. There's a bishop in that room, a pawn in this room. Oh, the clocks are moving. It'd have been crazy if it had been my time on the clock. You know what I mean? If it had read the time on my computer and put it on the clock, I'd have been fucking mesmerized by that. Candelabra. That would have been a neat little touch. I could be wrong, but I don't know that there's anything in here besides the gem, you know? The bat, a bath. Which is funny, because it's that word plus one letter. I'm probably overthinking it. I think my first run's just going to be exploration. I don't think I'm going to worry about, like, accomplishing anything. Alright, we got 2 steps back, and I found an apple. So 2 more steps. What a boon. A 4-step bonus. It's a photograph of Edith Piaf, probably. The biggest incense I ever saw. Greetings from Reddington. All right, let's find this corner. The utility box, or the utility closet has a breaker box. The boudoir, or the guest bedroom, which is 10 more steps. You know, it's gonna cost us steps to backtrack, but that's a lot of steps. Let's do it. That's a lot of steps. It's a lot of steps. Jesus, that's a lot of steps. And we got a gem. And a note. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. KL. Basketball. A dog tag with the number 10 on it. Keeping it a buck. Ooh, pretty. Genuinely hoping that I get this in the bazaar later. Down. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Gem requirement. That seems good. Pawpaw. Jesus Christ. They kept the art designers in this game busy. I was wondering what happens when the rooms don't connect. I got Ryan to play it too because he was obsessed about, or I was obsessed about, I wouldn't shut up about it. He's obsessed about it now too. I believe it. That's how my chat got me. It said you could draw a new floor plan here, but I don't see exactly what or how that would happen. It just said you had to have a gem, and I got 3 gems. I don't see where I would put them, though. Ooh, maybe this will help. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select 1 to draft. However, there are some items in rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Oh, so now that's what I have as an option here, I bet. Yeah, Bacon, we've been blessed with not Isaac. Uh-oh. Well, it looks like we're going the long way around. Or redraw? Yeah, I probably could have considered that. I don't mind this, though, as long as it connects. I just didn't want to go to a dead end. The main course is only served in the dining room. The kitchen menu, you can get a banana, a club sandwich, or a chef's salad. Oh, a club sandwich sounds good. I have purchased absolutely dick all because I have no money. I'm so stupid. Can I steal food? Club sandwich sounds awesome. I've been fiending for a good sandwich recently. That's not great. Yeah, corridor, I suppose. It's a hat. I thought I picked up the ability to redraw. Maybe I read that incorrectly. That'd be a long-ass walk back. Only in that room? Oh, bummer. Oh. Oh, dude, this one stings. This is gonna be a wait, this is actually a dead end. We're giga-fucked. Man. That's all she wrote for this run, I guess. I guess we can look around then. Yeah, there is nowhere left to go, so I guess we call it a day. Oh, nice, Dave Areno. Yeah, like I said, I was really just focused on...
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
I was really just focused on trying to see as much as I could see. At least I think that's what the first couple of runs are going to be. Is that I just want to see what I can learn.